on the scrolls here too. You know, you think it's a real hard knot to take out, but all you gotta do is pull this one string here, and boom, and there it goes. Let's see what this scroll looks like. See how big it is. Oh, that's a pretty good size. I think that'll do just fine. So today I'm doing Kakizome, or it's the first calligraphy of the year. Usually it's done on January 2nd, right, at the beginning of the year. But since I couldn't get my shit together that early, we're doing it today. And it's fitting because this is the first day of the training at my dojo in Yokohama today. So I figured I'd write this and bring it down to my students down there in Yokohama and share with them. So what does this first calligraphy of the year mean? Well, you know, maybe it's something you're thinking about this year, what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, or just anything else that comes to your mind, some sort of inspiration for the new year. Now, we all know that Hatsumi Sensei used to have these a lot, and he'd call them the theme of the year sometimes, or just ideas to think about. You know, sometimes he would just write it that one time and not mention it again. So, I think I got a good one for you this year. I was thinking and thinking, let's dive into it. I've decided to write Isshin kore o tsuranuku, or Isshin kore tsuranuku. And you'll find this in Sensei's book as well. Now, if I had to explain the characters to you, it would be Isshin, the one heart, kore, this, tsuranuku. And tsuranuku means to maybe see something all the way through, see something to the end, right? To pierce something, to see it through to the end, to go through something. Tsuranuku, right? So, to see the one heart all the way through to the end. You started something, you're going to finish it, right? You know, sort of like Romeo and Juliet, maybe in the Western mind, right? You know, they fell in love, and boy, they saw that through to the end, didn't they? They both died, right? Maybe that's not such a happy story. So let me show you where you can find this. Isshin kore tsuranuku. Now, this is this book that Steve Olson made, and I'm very happy that he made these books. They're great references. So I thought about this saying, and I remembered seeing it somewhere, and I flipped through Steve's book, and here it is. So you see the dragon, and you see the Isshin kore tsuranuku, right? So see that one heart through to the end, right? So in Sensei's book, not unlike Romeo and Juliet, there's a story of two star-crossed lovers who fall in love almost at first sight, right? And they get married, and they get so wrapped up in their passions and their desires and the enjoyment of being together that they forget all of their chores and their work. He was a cowherder and she was a weaver, right? Now, seeing this, the father got really pissed off and he splits them apart, and he sends them to opposite ends of the galaxy. So every year when these two stars come close on, I believe it's July 7th, right? When these two stars come close is the only time that they get to see each other, on July 7th. And that is the celebration of Tanabata here in Japan. These two star-crossed lovers that were separated, they get to see each other this one time every year. So, you know, what are we talking about here? Union, right? A reunion, right? Every year they get this one chance to reunite. Now, I know this year has been tough for a lot of people with the virus and not being able to see each other, right? We're all spread out all over the world now. Hatsumi Sensei has retired. And sometimes we think, what's the use? You feel like giving up, right? That's why I say Isshin kore o tsuranuku. I said the O again, damn it. Isshin kore tsuranuku, right? To go through, to persevere. I think Steve has it translated as wholehearted perseverance, right? To see this through to the end. Because don't worry, the vaccines are coming out, things are changing, and we're getting closer and closer to having this reunion. So it's all about reunion for me this year, right? And I thought, what a great way to open this new year with the theme of reunion. And now, Sensei wrote this picture, or drew his picture, on the 7th day of the 7th month, July 7th, of Heisei, 7th year. So Sensei said in his comment on the picture that 777 is a lucky number. And if you think about it, which was pointed out by a good friend of mine, that 777, 3 times 7 is 21. So we have the year of 2021. So it's going to be a great year, and we're going to be able to see each other again. So I'm very happy to write this with you. I've been practicing for the last couple days. Maybe you can see paper around my table here. It's been very difficult to figure out how I want to write this, because you can write characters in so many ways. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I chose this scroll here. It's not too big, not too small. You know, the funny thing, or the most difficult about these scrolls, you mess it up, you've messed it up. That's what I loved about Hatsumi Sensei's painting, is that he was always to create something wonderful, even if he sort of messed it up, right? So let's get on this thing. I might not be able to talk that much when I paint. You'll just have to watch. And let's hope it comes out good. I practiced I was practicing last night, and I think I've got an idea of how I want to draw it, although I haven't looked at this length of this paper yet, so let me take a look at that real quick here. It's a bit smaller than what I was drawing on before. Woo! All right, I got to make things smaller on this one. All right. Let's hope this works. You only get one shot. Sort of like Eminem, right? You get nervous. Try to remain calm. Look at the space. It's done. And you saw me do it. Let me just take off some of the excess ink. All right, time to unveil it. Oh, Isshin, これを貫く, or Isshin, これ貫く. So follow your heart, see things through to the end, and it's about reunion. Some people even say it's about of the teacher and student. It's about coming together of the yin and the yang. So there's lots of ways to think about what this means here. We talked a lot about reunion today, but I also want to leave you with this. To maybe try to find the essence of the one heart, to find the essence of your heart. And isn't your heart just part of this whole beating heart of the world? This year's theme for me is Isshin kore o tsurunuku, or Isshin kore tsurunuku. Now, for me, this of course means a lot of things. For one, it means to be wholeheartedly devoted and to see this training life through to the end, to keep training, to keep living this Ninpo life. The other aspect for it for me as well is this idea of reunion, and I wholeheartedly look forward to seeing you guys this year. We talked a lot about reunion today, but I also want to leave you with this. To maybe try to find the essence of the one heart, to find the essence of your heart. And isn't your heart just part of this whole beating heart of the world? You know, a yogi might say, when the flesh heart stops beating, the eternal heart takes over. And perhaps that can give you a hint, right? That although we have all these different hearts and desires and feelings, that we're all the same down deep inside, right? To find the essence of the heart. Now, I know this year's been tough, but we just got to survive, right? Keep going and move with the winds of time as well, right? Try not to fight it so much. Have a good time, as good time as you can. As a good ninja, learn how to adapt. I know it's tough, but you can survive this year. We're all going to survive this year. We're going to get through it. We're going to reunite. We're going to have a great time when we get back together, and I certainly look forward to seeing you guys when you come back. So everyone, have a great, happy New Year. Survive it, and come back and see us. Isshin tsuranuku. See it through the end. Love you all. Take it easy.